So now today we are going to discuss about the SAP Material Management Master Data. This is the agenda of today class, but we will discuss different topics also. So in SAP Material Management, the Material Master Data is a central repository contain comprehensive information about materials, including descriptions, attributes, and classification, serving as a foundation for a procurement, inventory management, and other business process. Master data is so important because it is a foundation of any ERP system. It provides the information that is used by all of the different modules in SAP ERP system. It is essential for ensuring the accuracy, consistency of information across the enterprise. Okay, that is why it is important to carefully manage master data. This include regularly updating. This can lead to a problem such as a lost sales, increased cost, regularity fines. Okay, that is why it is important to carefully manage master data. This include updating master data, ensuring that it is accurate, consistent, and protecting it from unauthorized access. So this is the some information about SAP Material Management Master Data. Material master, vendor master, purchasing info record, source list, quota arrangement, service master, and batch master. Now I am moving next. So before going to deep dive into the SAP Material Management Master Data, we will understand some of the few things. In SAP Material Management Master Data serve as a foundation for efficient supply chain and inventory management, containing essential information about materials, vendor, and other key elements used in procurement and inventory process. Everything in revolve around master data. In SAP Material Management, everything revolve around the master data, which store and manipulate in centralized master data tables. Master data type include material master, work center, bill of materials, and routing. This is related to different module. The master data is used to create transactional data in SAP ECC. For example, when a production order is created in PP, it use master data from MM about the raw material need to produce the finished product, which will subsequently be used to create a sales order in SD. Okay, that is the reason SAP Material Management Master Data is very important, and it play crucial role for any of the business transaction. So what are the several benefits of SAP Material Management Master Data? So so several benefits that can significantly enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of your business operation, like improve efficiency, streamline procurement and order fulfillment process, and enhance reporting and analytics. So these are the benefits. Now I am moving next. So what are the different master data? What are the different data in SAP Material Management? Here we will understand first. So SAP Material Management is used by various companies to handle their purchasing and transactional data, as it is both cost and time efficient. Okay, SAP works on real-time data, that is there is no time lag between data entry and data availability. The important things while creating any data is to maintain data integrity. Okay, so we have three different kind of data. First one is a configuration data, second one is a master data, and third one is a transaction data. So let's understand what is configuration data. So in SAP Material Management, the configuration data refers to the setting and parameter that define how the system operate and process material, inventory, and procurement process. Configuration data is made up of the data defining the enterprise structure, namely the company code, plant storage, location. This data is configured only once by SAP consultant in SAP system at the time of implementation, and reused throughout the life of the system usage by the company. Likewise, for example, plant, storage organization, purchasing group, and purchase organization. These are the configuration data. If I will take example, if I will go for the master data first, secondly we have master data. So this is the second type of the data in SAP material management. So master data is the main data that is utilized for any transaction within a company. It is centrally stored in a organization and any can access it. However, the data required to be upgraded on the time. Master data is the core data that is essential to operation in a specific business or business unit. This data is made up of the data pertaining to material, vendor or supplier, purchasing information, etc. This type of data remain fairly constant in database for a long time. This data type is configured by consultant but created and maintained by end user in SAP system. In SAP material management, the data is created centrally and is valid for all application. It remains constant over the time, but we need to update it on regular basis. For example, vendor is a type of master data that is used for the creating purchase order and contract. And for example of the master data, we have master data as a material master, vendor master, service master, purchase info record, source list, condition, service condition, etc. Now the third one is the transactional data. The transactional data is the data that is related to processing of business transaction. It is the data that belongs to the payment made to vendor against their order or the payment taken from a customer for the goods. Transaction data is the data that record day-to-day business information. In orders, the data that change every time is report is created or generated is the transaction data. For instance, in a purchase order document, the purchase order document number, purchase order date, reference quotation document number, reference quotation document date, material quantity, amount, tax amount, net amount, and the like make up transaction data. It is created and maintained only by the end user in the SAP system. In SAP material management, the data is associated with the processing of business transaction is a transactional data. Likewise, or for example, we have purchase requisition, purchase order, goods received, invoice verifications, and inventory movements. These all are known as the transactional data. So this is how you have understand. We have three different kind of data in SAP material management. One is a configuration data, second one is a master data, and third one is a transactional data. Okay, if you have any question, please ask me. No? Okay. So now we are moving for the different material management master data. So there are many different type of master data that can be created in SAP, but some of the most common type include like a material master, vendor master, purchasing info record, source list, quota arrangement, service master, batch master, and condition master. So now I am coming on the first. What is material master? So material master data in SAP MM data provide information about the material that an organization procure, produce, store, or sells. It include information such as a material number, description, unit of measurement, price, and availability. The material master contain information on the material that the company procure, produce, store, and sells. It is the company central resource of retrieving material specific data. This information is stored in individual material master record. Second one is the vendor master data. This data provide information about the vendor that an organization does business with it. It include information such as a vendor number, name, address, contact information, payment terms. Vendor master contain information about the vendor who supply material and service to an enterprise or organization. This information is stored in the individual vendor master record. A vendor master record contain vendor name, address, as well as order, currency, payment terms, and name of the important contact person. The third one is a purchasing info record. The data provide information about the specific terms and conditions that an organization has agreed to with a vendor. It include information such as a lead time, payment term, and inco terms. It is also known as a purchasing information record. It contains information a specific material and vendor supplying the material as master data at purchasing organization or the plant level. Okay, now fourth one is a source list. So this data specific this data specifies the possible source of supply for a material. Okay, means it will contain the vendor details who can provide the supply easily. Okay, it is used to determine which vendor to order from when a material is needed. Source list is used to administrative source of supply. It specifies the allowed or disallowed source of material for a certain plant within predefined period. Each source is defined by mean of the source list record. Okay, the fourth and fifth one is a quota arrangement. This specify the quality of material that can be ordered from a particular vendor. It is used to prevent an organization from over ordering from a vendor. It is a mechanism for determining the source of supply to which material requirement is assigned. It enable you to determine which is the valid source of procurement of the material covered by a purchasing requisition at any given time. Setting quotes allow you to automatically apportion the total requirement of material over the period of among and number of different source of supply. So this is the quota arrangement. Okay, the sixth one is the service master in SAP material management. The service master act as a central repository for all service related data. Unlike materials, service are intangible but are equally important for business operation. The service master helps manage these services systematically, ensuring consistency, transparency and efficiency. Batch master. In SAP material management, batch master data allow you to manage and track material by batch or serial number, you can say. This is the one kind of serial number which we assign with the different material. Okay, crucial for industry like pharmaceuticals, foods, chemical, enabling traceability and quality control. And last one is a control record. The data specify the price and discount that are applied to a material when it is purchased. That is the condition record. So these all are the different SAP material management master data. Apart from this, in short, I have discussed to you what are the configuration data and what are the transactional data. But the agenda of today class is to discuss SAP material management master data, and these all are the SAP material management master data. Apart from this, what are the different material master data dependency in material management system? So we have these kind of master data like a characteristic, class, business partner or vendor or supplier, material master, service master, purchase info record, condition master, source list, quota arrangement and characteristic value. And these are the dependency on the different master data. So this is the just information about the different material management master data which we are going to use for different kind of transactional activity. Means this will be very helpful for you to do different kind of transactional activity in your day-to-day activity. Whenever you will perform purchase acquisitions, whenever you will perform different kind of procurement, you have to use these kind of master data, and that will provide you more flexibility to manage day-to-day business activity. Okay, any question? Anuj?
सर बैच एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम पीरियड को वो करता है ना, तभी बैच अलॉट होता है.
No, that is not a batch. That is not that batch. Okay, batch in the sense suppose we have different what I can say, batches in the sense different kind of
जैसे सर मेडिसिन,
yes,
जैसे सर मेडिसिन फार्मास्यूटिकल में, क्योंकि सर वहाँ पे एक मेडिसिन की डेट और एक्सपायरी होती है, मैन्युफैक्चर और एक्सपायरी होती है.
yes,
तो
correct.
एक बैच मतलब उसको डिनोट करता है ना कि स्पेसिफिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डेट को डिनोट करता है कि इस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डेट को इस बैच का वो हुआ, मतलब इस बैच का सब वो हुआ बना, जब मेडिसिन बना,
राइट,
यही ना सर बैच. इसी
that is correct. So now I'm stopping the recording because we have finished the today class, whatever you want to discuss. Okay.